Hi, my name is Precious, and one of my bachelor's of science is in psychology. Today we're going to talk about healing isn't linear and what neuroscience teaches us about recovery. Before I continue, I got asked this question the other day. If I got my degree in psychology, why do I talk a lot about neuroscience? This is such a great question, and I want to briefly answer it. So psychology is the study of the mind and the brain. When you're getting a degree in psychology, you actually study a lot of neuroscience heavy courses like cognitive neuroscience, cognitive psychology, neuroscience, neuropsychology. So this is why I talk a lot about neuroscience. In pursuing my degree of psychology, I fell in love with neuroscience along the way. I hope that answers your question. Okay, back to the topic. Healing is not linear. No, you're not broken because you're still struggling. And no, you're not a failure because yesterday was hard. Setbacks aren't proof that you're moving backward. It's just a process of how your brain rewires itself. In our hustle-driven world, we're fed this myth that healing should be this steady climb, when in reality it's not. Neuroscience paints a very different picture of this. Your brain doesn't unlearn patterns overnight. It learns through repetition, reflection, and rupture. Neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to change, to grow, to adapt, does not follow a straight line. It involves making new connections, pruning the old ones, and sometimes reverting to your old habits before finally stabilizing to your new ones. I want you to think of it like trailblazing. The first time you carve a new path, it's going to be rocky. Your brain naturally wants to default to what it already knows, even though that path causes pain. This is especially true when trauma, survival mechanisms, or emotional memory are involved. You may have heard this phrase, which is by Hebb in 1949, which is neurons that fire together wire together. This is Hebbian learning. This means that your brain strengthens the connections between two experiences the more they occur together. An example of this is if rejection always follows vulnerability, over time your brain begins to link the two. So even safe intimacy can feel threatening. The emotional memory that is stored in your amygdala does not care about logic. It cares about the patterns that it's used to protect you. So healing means breaking those patterns and not just ignoring them. It means intentionally creating new neural pathways by choosing a different response over and over again, even when it feels unnatural to you. So setbacks aren't a sign that you're starting over. It's just the way that your brain tests and updates its wiring. Each time you try again, even after a relapse, after a breakdown, you are creating new circuits in your brain. Relapse researcher Alan Marlett actually called this AVO, which is the abstinence violation effect, which is by Marlett and Gordon in 1985. This essentially states that one setback leads people to spiral because they believe that all progress is lost. But this isn't true because progress is not erased by a bad day. What matters is your ability to come back to the path that is right after a bad day. Healing is slow because the brain is cautious. You're not just learning something new, you're teaching your nervous system that it's safe to let go of the things that it's used to doing. This takes a lot of repetition, a lot of safety, and a lot of rest. So if you're spiraling today, don't panic. Let the wave move through you. The climb is not linear, but it's still upward. So let it take time, let it be imperfect, and let it stretch you. Keep going because every time you get back up, your brain gets better at staying there. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to further expand on. I will be linking all the references I used to creating this video in the caption below. That is all for now. Bye.